getting topped up, but a charge goes into him. He's trying to fall back into his team. 1k health getting bubbled. He goes down, the warrior down. Look for Darkxd to continue rotting. Boomkin at 1k health. Okay. He's getting chunked. Skeezin so low, and the rot is real, folks.
Yeah, so that's exactly what we were saying was going to happen, right? Waka Flocka is going to start losing midfield again, and now they're in a really awkward position. They've got Gankerixer, however. They're, fighting out in mid here is okay for them as long as they're able to make a play quickly on that Hunter. They need to punish the fact that it's a Hunter FC. Nudge is coming around right here. He's going for the Star Surge. Lcanceled needs to know something's going to go on. Oh my goodness. About 1 health from going down here. That could have been another cap for Waka Flocka.
Unbelievable. And I like seeing that aggressive objective play from Waka there on that backwards transition for them into their own GY. That's an aggressive look to get their team there.
Look at the double Boomie coming up here from Darkxd Mainteam. They're both behind Puempeekstoh. Puempeekstoh needs to know this is coming. He's going in and out of form. Here comes one Star Surge, not synced up. The second Star Surge comes out, the third Star Surge, and it's not going to be a kill here. Very, very mistimed from these guys, but they're going to just be able to pump damage into that Waka Flocka team from above here. They're warriors there. There's nobody that can get up there.
If they can find a way to keep these Boomkins healed, oh, wow. Ryan got the repick here. If they can keep a way to keep these Boomkins healed, they are literally in a meat grinder. There is, wow, Hamform getting the click and the stomp. That is a meat grinder to walk into with 2 Boomkins on top and the Affliction lock down below.
Gankerixer and Nyx are looking to open up. Puempeekstoh's running around as well. They're opening up onto Lcanceled. He's got his displace up, or sorry, not his displace, his disengage, I believe. He does eat a charge. He uses his silence to try and get some sort of control here, and he's just being out-healed throughout the entire damage of that Waka Flocka lineup. Everyone's going down here. Puempeekstoh did make it across, however, so crucially, and now Lcanceled is going to try and disengage around. Swagxfkgamed is chasing him as his Hamformlegend, but Puempeekstoh, utilizing his racial, should be able to keep himself up and get that flag. But how long is he going to be able to hold it for?
Pump should not pick this flag. There's no reason. Both Boomkins, they're going to kill him. It's unfortunate. You have to play for the transition cap here. There's no reason to grab this flag. This is a game decision here, in my opinion. Boomkin opening at him. It's 9 stacks. Hunter tunnel. The other Boomkin ramp.
He's so dead.
Don't take that, man. Now you put your team behind by another minute and a half because you're going to have to come pick that flag again. And their whole team's running up tunnel.
This is a pressure situation. Right, this is a high-pressure situation. This is where we thought Waka Flocka was going to come out on top. They brought Puempeekstoh in because he was the guy who had that experience. He could be that FC that knew how to make the plays. Darkxd makes the decision to cap the flag here with 3 minutes left. And now, with Puempeekstoh being dead and only just rezzing now, what is Waka Flocka able to do here? They've got ramp control. Gankerixer trying to sap people in mid.
I'm looking to see what these teams do at the end here. Keep in mind right now, this is a 2-2 game with the last cap in favor of Darkxd. The points are being split at this point to 2-1. Darkxd, Waka Flocka for the tie, but the last cap going to Darkxd in the NWL ruling. So maybe a team will. Obviously, Waka Flocka here really wants that third, but maybe Darkxd's team would be looking for that third cap to get the total points in the NWL seedings. Something to keep in mind here with 2 minutes and 30 to go. You
sounded a little bit Canadian there, bun.
As opposed to the traditional rules, eh, mate?
You're about to say opposed again.
I'm interested, man. I wonder if that's even going through their minds right now. But with 2 minutes and 15 to go, Waka needs this third cap to win. But Darkxd might look for it just because it's going to give them those 3-0 clean sweep if they win this game.
There's going to be at least one more team fight here. You can tell just by the way these teams are positioning. Gankerixer found a sap, but it's going to come off DR. He's going to get the Zerker, actually, so that could be crucial. They're going to avoid the fight here. And instead of letting their FC run around, they do have the pick on him. But now they're... HB, I know you got some anger issues with this situation here.
I don't know. I'm okay with this, actually. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, but Gankerixer is behind them. He's got Zerker buff, and he's looking for the flank on Lcanceled. He can go any second now. It's only 10% increased damage, but Waka Flocka has the positioning. Puempeekstoh's all alone on the top side. They're opening on Lcanceled. They're so clumped up. Nobody's able to actually charge through that line. Skeezin's trying to clump them up. They can't go one way. They can't go the other way. Gankerixer in the middle of everyone, trying to put out the damage. Lcanceled soaking this right now. still with that 1 stack, so he seems to be okay right now. Nudge is trying to get in there. Maybe he's got points. Puempeekstoh, oh my god, FOTM has got the pick.
Getting the repick. It's going to be interesting here. He's at 2k health, and Waka Flocka is wiping, but they still have enough damage up to do the job. Puempeekstoh at 2k health. He's on second floor. They might have enough pressure on him, and Fotmxx getting bubbled here and so much damage in flag room, but they are losing a lot of their DPS, and it's going to go down. The kill opportunity is going to go down here for Waka Flocka Seagulls unless Gankerixer gets a one-shot miracle on
Pump running to GY. Pump running to GY. So it looks like they've held it, and they're going to go roof, and they're going to set up their gauntlet.
Pump actually dies on top of the GY, just barely out of range of Toxic, and that's kind of how that game goes for Waka Flocka Seagulls, just out of reach. Swagxfkgamed getting that stylish cap return there. Wow. A better game. Tough. That's a tough game. Waka has to go for that push, so I'm happy with Waka going for that. They have them in close quarters. They have them in line-of-sight issues. That's the fight Waka wants to take right there. So let's look at the scoreboards here. Huge killing blow advantage here to Darkxd Mainteam. Just shattering in damage, shattering in killing blows. And the other thing you have to watch, too, is like they don't even have to heal that much. Their Shamans can play so aggressive.